Hello, everyone. I'm Ty, and welcome to a special holiday episode of Car Chat, the series where I sit down and chat with, well, different cars. And today we have a very special guest. You see, for many years now, ever since the first Christmas here on the channel, all the way back in 2017, there's been a certain holiday cars diecast that we've made a lot of jokes about. And recently, I was contacted by him. He said he wanted to show up here on the show for an interview to, quote, dispel nasty rumors about him. He thinks that we've been spreading a lie about who he is. And so I said, sure, come on here and we can have a good talk. Please welcome our guest here today to dispel rumors, the one and only highly caffeinated Sarge. Hey man, hey, how's it going? Hey, hello, highly caffeinated Sarge. Hey, what's up? It's nice to meet you finally. Yeah, nice to see you too. Now, highly caffeinated Sarge, you said that I have apparently been spreading rumors about you for years, claiming that you, because of the facial expression your diecast was given, look like you have had a lot of caffeine, look like you're full of energy. What do you say about that? It's a dirty lie, nasty lie, liar, you are right there, yeah. Mean car. I do not agree. I don't agree. You got a 5-hour energy or something? I do not. You got coffee? Nope. You sure you need more of that? What? You never mind. Forget I said anything. What was that? What? Huh? Where are you? Where'd you go? I haven't been moving. You're the one who's been moving. Right. So you said you wanted to dispel rumors, right? Yeah. I've never had caffeine in my life. No caffeine for me. Nope. No. Okay, then why are you so jittery, if you don't mind me asking? Caffeine. Lots of caffeine. I always have caffeine. I love caffeine. Can you get off my stage? What? Can you get off my stage? You're spinning around so much, I think you're starting to scratch the paint off of it. Anything you want to say before going? No. They don't pay me enough for this. Hello, everybody, and welcome to day 7 of 25 Days of Suggestions 2025. It is absolutely crazy to think that we are already 1 week in, and, well, we have an equally crazy item to take a look at today. This is Airdevil Jones Dusty from the Plains Short Vitaminimulch Air Spectacular, one of only a very small handful of expanded universe Plains diecasts out there. This was suggested by Jordan C. Productions. Thank you so much for your suggestion, as always, and thank you to everyone who suggested cars for me to review this year. Suggestions are now closed, but we got so many this year, I can't wait to see which ones we review for the remaining days. Make sure to stick around for the end of the episode to see what item we'll be reviewing tomorrow. We're going to fire up the random name picker and see. Now, funnily enough, this is not the first time that I've reviewed Airdevil Jones Dusty on 25 Days of Suggestions. There are several items, that I've done more than once in 25 days since I've done it for so many years. But funnily enough, on December 5th of 2022, I reviewed this Dusty. So almost exactly 3 years ago today, the random name picker picked this guy right here. And I get why it's an item that's been suggested more than once. It is a very, very unique one and also a very rare one. Dusty here comes from the Vitaminimulch Air Spectacular 3-pack. A 3-pack based on a very obscure Plains short that I want to say came with the Blu-ray release of Plains Fire and Rescue, I think. And shockingly, it got merchandise, which is pretty interesting. Pretty common to see for Cars media, but, pretty rare to see expanded universe Plains media, Plains shorts, other Plains stuff getting merchandise. It had a very limited release, and in 2017, I randomly found it at a local toy store of mine, and funnily enough, it became one of the first ever Plains diecast items I ever got. I had this for many, many years before I got a normal Dusty. If you've been following my Plains collecting journey on the channel over the past few years, you know I had very, very few Plains until about 2023 or so, where my friend Robin Tailsfighter sent me a bunch of duplicate Plains that he had. And since then, I've gotten quite a few. But yeah, this was one of my only Dusties for quite a while here. And it's such a strange and unique one in the short, which I've only ever watched once. In fact, I'm pretty sure I watched it for the first ever time last year while working on my Planes video. It's not included in my Planes video since that video just covers the first movie and its tie-in media, and this is technically tie-in media for the second film, so I'll cover it when I eventually do a Planes Fire and Rescue video. I was just interested one day. I was like, I don't think I've ever seen the short, despite owning the planes from it. So I watched it. I barely remember it, but what I do know is something that I already knew before I watched it. In the short, Dusty and Chug have to take the place of Airdevil Jones and his assistant. Airdevil Jones, of course, is a play on Daredevil, the beloved Marvel character. I wish. It's, of course, a play on Daredevil. He's a daredevil in the air, an Airdevil, if you will. I won't, but I'm gonna have to because this is what I'm reviewing. It's a very, very Cars franchise pun, right? And when Airdevil Jones and the other guy can't make it, Dusty and Chug, who look shockingly like them, have to take over. Now, something really cool about this Dusty diecast is that it's designed to interact and play with the Chug here, who acts as the sort of landing pad for Airdevil Jones, and Dusty fits pretty well. There is quite a bit of wiggle room for him, but it's very cool to see two items that are designed to directly interact with each other, just like they do in the actual short. But, you know, I'm pretty sure I've only reviewed that Chug once. Despite reviewing Dusty here several times. Guys, this is such a solid pack. The third item is Sparky, the only Sparky diecast to ever be made in the Planes diecast line. Sparky's history is insane, how many times they canceled him. And the only version of him to get out was the one from this pack. So it is a very solid pack, a very obscure pack, one that I found in a super random place, one that's pretty rare and a lot of people are pretty interested in, one that I'm very happy to have and honestly very lucky to have. It's just a case of, I guess, being in the right place at the right time. Now, Airdevil Jones, of course, has a pretty interesting look. Dusty is all painted up as him. This is based on Supercharged Dusty from the end of the movie, so the end of the first movie, so you see things like his new wings and the sort of boosted up engine area here. He also has these fake horns going along with the devil part of Airdevil, I guess, and he also has a goatee. As many Cars as we see with fake mustaches, this is one of the only Cars characters we've ever seen with something simulating a beard. And honestly, I think it goes to show how the design language of Planes sometimes doesn't really abide by the design language of Cars very well. Like, in universe, what is this, right? What is this down here? Every Cars character that has a mustache, it's a grill, or it's otherwise painted on. What is this supposed to be within the Cars universe where beards and goatees don't exist? How do you justify this? What would this be as part of Airdevil Jones's outfit? It looks funny and it works with the design. I'm just saying, from a design perspective in universe, right? You've got the front propeller up here, just 3 little prongs on it. Pretty good Dusty face, pretty similar to a lot of other ones we have. He has a pretty interesting color scheme with a lot more orange on him than usual, with this sort of fire design. Look, I don't know who Dusty's fooling, okay, because he didn't even fully paint his back half, and you could still see his regular logos there. The flames transition into a darker color of flame, which is more close to Dusty's traditional orange, albeit still a bit darker, and then those flames just kind of go away. This one stretches out into the orange stripe on the back of Dusty, and other parts stretch out onto the other orange parts in, which is pretty cool. But, like, again, Dusty, my guy, you're supposed to be impersonating someone. This is like if I dressed up as Elvis and then didn't wear pants. Like, you gotta commit to the outfit, man. I do really like this cape. It's a very fun and funny detail, reminiscent of El Chupacabra's cape as well, I guess, right? If you could switch this at someone, maybe, perhaps. We got all your typical Dusty logos there. NKRH911, just like you'd expect to see. Ooh, almost dropped him somehow. There is a look at the other side. And honestly, like, I don't remember the short super well, but all I'm saying is this is a stunt show. Why? I understand Airdevil Jones canceled, but, like, why does Dusty have to dress up as him? Dusty is also famous. Like, Just saying. There's a look at the base. As always, I'm always super impressed by the fact that Plains diecasts have fully painted bottoms. You could even see the number 7 covered up there. Absolutely love that detail. And of course, we have the connector piece to playsets, something that's pretty useless these days, unless you have some of those. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching this review. This has been Airdevil Jones, but before we go, of course, we have to see who tomorrow's review is going to be, so we got to remove Airdevil Jones from the list, and now we're gonna run the random name picker. Let's see who's it gonna be. It is Van Scanley. Ooh, oh, Van Scanley. Oh, that's so cool. We got an RV tomorrow. All right. Oh, I can't wait for that one. How am I gonna put that on my tree for the thumbnail without it breaking something? I don't know. We'll find out. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.